Mr. Mukundan, welcome to PTI and to our show at 4 Parliament Street. I'll start off by asking you about your recently concluded board meeting. It's only the second time that BP has held its board meeting in India. The last time was 2013.
That's right.
So, what was the reason behind holding it in India? What's the messaging that you're trying to send here?
So this is a very interesting question you're asking because the same question was asked by the minister as well as Mr. Ambani, because we had dinners with both of them. And what I told them was, these are distinguished foreign dignitaries who are coming to India as part of BP's board. So what I told them is what's important is that we need to send back 12 ambassadors for India going back. Because it's important, the business they know what we have done in India. The success we have had is what brings them here because they recognize the ability to create much more in India. For me, it was very important that we needed to showcase India for them, and I can tell you, all 12 of them have gone back saying, "Oh my God, what an experience!" So that was the main reason for bringing them in here, because now when we take projects to them, when we take ideas to them, they can understand that
they can connect the situation in India to the project. So it was your idea to have this in India, the board meeting in India?
We have been talking about this. I've been talking about this and saying, we need to bring the board into India. And for me, before I stepped down, I said, this is a fantastic opportunity to have them come out. What way to finish by having the board in India and, having the board meeting and then.
India hasn't had too many global giants here. We have had Enron, which went into bankruptcy. There was Chevron, but that also went out very quickly. Petrobras, ExxonMobil, Statoil, they all went out. So what exactly worked for BP? You have $12 billion of investment here. I don't know what your turnover is, but so what is it that worked for BP but did not work for other companies?
So for us, when we started, we were very clear what we wanted to do was to firstly understand what are the needs and wants of India. And if you look at the things we have done, everything has been working towards what the country was looking for. If you remember, there was a huge push to get companies to come and look at exploration and production. Many people were reluctant. There were various issues that were there. But, we were very clear, this is an area and, this is an area we are good at. Let's come in and look at it. But let's pick a partner with whom we can work and, who will help us, navigate together. And that was one reason, right? Same thing goes with fuels. When we talk about fuels, we didn't just come and said we want to set up petrol stations. It was more about, we said it's got to be a mobility solution center, which means we're going to bring fuels, which is international grade. So if you look at our petrol and diesel, these are, international grade ones, which are actually giving you more mileage, but at the same price. So it's affordable. But at the same time, it's the highest quality. Same thing, convenience. We've put convenience stores, which we call wild bean cafes. Now, these cafes are 100% Indianized. So there's nothing that's imported. Even our coffee beans are done here. It's a Chikmagalur bean that they process, and it's become a big hit. So if you look at it, everything has been that way. That's how we've grown. Now, EV charging, another area. We just hit a milestone this week where we just commissioned the 5,000th one. So, and then we're bringing more AI and digital. So if you look at it, it's all working towards what the country is looking at. And I'll give you a little bit of thought process. We're also looking at bio energy and biogas. And the reason we haven't gone full blast into it is because we're trying to mature the technology. We have technology in the US, we have technology in Brazil. Brazil, we are second largest producer of ethanol and sugarcane. So there again, we're taking those technologies that we have. We've got a company in the US that does biogas called Arkea. They have technology. And then we've got a bioscience center in San Diego. So we're going to bring those things together. And then we're now saying, okay, how do we take that to India? What kind of crops can work in India in an arid, slightly saline, locations? How do we, better the residence time of the stuff in the digester? So the quicker we can get it out and the more gas we can produce, it's better. So, So these are the kind of things we are looking and trying to work with the government.
Which the other companies failed to do?
I don't know. I think our biggest strength was we had the patience, and I had the management support who was very patient, saying, Sashi, we are here for the long term, and we need to work it. And what I realized was, the more you actually sit face to face and you explain how do you go about, and why is this difficult? Why is it, different? And then, slowly we were able to prove ourselves, right? And then once we committed certain things, we delivered it.